Welcome to Bliss Live. I'm Cassie Begley, the founder and visionary of Bliss Dance Festival, aka BDF. BDF is a weekend of celebration, and what are we celebrating? Well, women's sexual empowerment, of course. We are highlighting women choreographers while empowering women to celebrate their sex, sexuality, and sexual desires. Tonight, we are talking with BDF featured choreographer, Yuliya Eydelnant. Let's welcome Yuliya.
Hi!
Hi! Yuliya, hello!
Hello!
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so honored and just endlessly grateful and humbled to be a featured choreographer and to be a part of this event.
Yes. Oh my gosh, love that you're part of this, and you know, it is such an honor for us also to have you as one of our choreographers. I mean, also to have Gracie Rose, who couldn't make it today. We had some technical difficulties, but Gracie Rose, we are going to reschedule with her because she is amazing, and you have to hear what she has to say about her piece. Very spicy piece, and we'll get back to Gracie maybe in a few days or in a week or two. Okay.
And I'm gonna watch that, so I hope everyone else does too.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so Yuliya, I see a picture of you in the background, and you're in the air, and it's that really awesome dance shot, and we've put that on social media to promote you and Bliss Dance Festival. Where is that?
Oh man, I'm sorry. I was trying to find where it was. It's right here. Yeah, oh God. This shot was taken at Santa Cruz by a very talented photographer, a very dear friend of mine. His name is Felipe Gama. And yeah, it was such a fun day. As well as being a dancer and a musician, I'm also a model. And so we do a lot of dance shoots, him and myself. He's also a dancer. So that is where that came from. And we just had the idea of, okay, we're behind this beautiful scenic ocean. Can you fly? And I said, hell yeah, I can. And that's how this happened. Wherever it is, I can't see it behind me.
I love it, and I encourage everyone to check out Yuliya's IG. I'm not so sure about your Facebook, but I really follow your IG, and the photos are amazing.
Thank you.
And all your photographers, I feel like you have many, and of course they love you, they adore you, and I'm sure you adore them too.
Yes.
But you can really see them in the photos, so they're really amazing. So yeah,
Thank you.
What is your IG handle?
Yes, my IG handle is Yuli Moonshine. That's one word. That's YULIM as in mom, OON as in Nancy, SHINE. And yeah, as you said, I do have a Facebook page, but my IG is definitely a little more poppin', and that's where all the cool kids hang out and show their work. So if you want to see more of my modeling work as well, I do boudoir, I do dance shots and print, and yeah, I incorporate a lot of artistic art forms into my modeling. So yeah, check that out, as well as dance and music and all above.
And that's why you fit so well in our festival, because the boudoir, the dancing, all the drama, the acting. So that's why you fit so well with BDF. Yes. Okay, so we have all these questions that I'd like to ask you.
Please.
Okay, so I mean, this is an interview because we are getting, we're gonna get intimate with you.
Yes.
And we're gonna let our BDF friends and family get to know you a little better. Yes. This is the fun part. Okay. All right. We're gonna start easy. Here we go.
Okay.
I'm wondering
Be gentle with me.
For now, yes, for now.
Yes.
So your dance background, can you tell us a little bit about your dance background?
Yeah, absolutely. So my dance background is pretty eclectic. I started dancing at quite a young age, as I feel like most dancers do. I started around 2 years old. I threw myself into a whole myriad of genres, from ballet to tap to flamenco to hip hop, belly dancing, really everything under the sun. And then began my journey as a figure skater. And I did that professionally for about 16 years. I started late. I started at 8 years old, which that is late for any figure skater. But I had ambition and drive, and was thankfully with a background of dance. So that really helped me. And once I got older, into my early 20s, I got very involved in salsa and bachata, and continued on in elements of burlesque, and really stayed within that genre. But as I said, I have a whole myriad of genres that I have been trained in and that I do love to take part of as a performing artist. I also do musical theater. I've done tours kind of all around the United States, from hip hop musicals to jazz, contemporary, old school, like 1940s golden age musical theater. Really everything under the sun.
Everything.
I've kind of done a bit of everything.
Yeah.
And I feel like I still have so much to learn. I think, as all choreographers do, we always want to learn. We always want more on our tool belt, because that is how we will grow as a well-rounded dancer and performer and teacher. So yeah, I feel like, as well as being a choreographer, which is still weird for me to say, I still feel like I have a bit of imposter syndrome. I also am very much an avid student and a lover of dance. It's really a part of who I am. So
I think that we're always going to be students, and we're always going to be learning.
Yes.
And I mean, and you are a choreographer, and you create work. And speaking of your choreography, I'm wondering if you want to tell us a little bit, like, what can they expect without giving away too much? But what can they? I mean, they're not going to see it till August 6th and 7th. So, but what can you tell us?
Absolutely. So my piece, by the way, I'll just say, I felt so, I just felt like it clicked right away for me once I was accepted as a featured choreographer for this festival, your theme of Her Wildest Fantasy. I right away knew what I wanted to do. I right away knew the song I wanted to use. Everything was an instant click for me. I feel like this has been in my body and on my mind and in my heart for many, many, many years. And I've just been waiting for that little push of a platform to bring that energy and creativity forward. And I couldn't have done it without my lovely all female identifying film crew. That was something I was avid about. But my concept for my piece, it is really about, for me, my fantasy as a woman who has dealt with sexual trauma, who has dealt with, as pretty much I feel like all female identifying individuals and bodies have experienced some form of trauma, some form of conditioning where we feel shame, where we feel guilt, where we feel like we don't deserve pleasure. We don't deserve to feel confident within our bodies because either society or someone has tainted that view, tainted that very, in my mind, almost innocence with sexuality, because I feel like it is innocent. It does come from a place of, I believe, a spirituality. And when that sovereignty is removed, I feel like it is very hard to find yourself. So for me, my wildest fantasy is quite simply just to be free, just to feel completely free with my body, completely free with my sexuality, liberating myself from the trauma I've experienced and allowing myself to truly embody the confidence, the strength, the resilience, and the goddess within me that I still struggle to believe exists. When I dance, I feel her. And so I wanted my piece to truly embody that, to truly showcase that my wildest fantasy is just simply to be free and to not allow anyone else's abuse or ideas or actions taint my body and taint my spirituality that is incorporated with my sexuality. And I will also just briefly say that if you do want to see just a little itty bitty piece of my concept, I do have just a little teaser trailer just to showcase to you what you are going to taste and see for the full piece with Bliss Dance Festival on August 6th or 7th. You will get just a little itty bitty taste if you go to my IG.
And we will release that, meaning I will release that this week. I just need to get on that. Right. Yes, for sure.
Yes.
And I've seen the teaser and it's beautiful. The dance piece itself is beautiful. It's beautifully done. And I love it. I love it. I love your concept. And I think a lot of women will identify with that for sure. And especially, when you're saying, I love how you said how you put sexuality, like a women's sexuality with innocence. Like, we don't say that. We don't make that connection. We say women's sexuality and then it's dirty. Or something like that. But it's not. It's, we are born as sexual beings. We are born that way. And it's with innocence. And I can see how you'd want it, how your wildest fantasy would be freedom, because that's just sexual purity, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That sounds amazing. Of course. Yes. Okay, I'm going to go on to the next question, which, it is about your dance video. So in your video, you have several times, you have this really intimate stare into the camera. And
I didn't notice.
Well, it's interesting, this intimate stare. And I'm wondering, like, I'm looking at the camera right now. So I'm wondering, what are you trying to get intimate with your audience? What is it that's going through your mind? What are you feeling? What is your purpose for that?
Yeah, without giving too much away, the underlying concept to my piece, aside from just generally wanting to showcase liberation for myself as a sexual being and as a female identifying individual. The concept also is embodying a sense of I am alone in my own space. My own space, meaning my apartment or where I live, where I'm relaxed. And I'm waiting for someone to arrive. I'm waiting for, let's say, my lover to arrive. And when they arrive, I begin to slowly, more and more as you come with me, my apartment starts to change. My space begins to change. I bring you with me, and I want you to see that my space becomes my fantasy, and the fantasy of me feeling liberated is also slowly forgetting my partner or my lover is even there in the room with me. And I'm just completely embodying my power, my sexuality, my sovereignty, and my innocence within my sexuality. So that was very specifically done. That was very much an artistic choice that I wanted to really incorporate. I'm literally want you to feel like I'm pulling you by the shirt collar and I'm bringing you with me.
Pull me. Okay. Yes. Thank you.
And I want the audience to feel that. But as I bring you with me, I also kind of let you go, and I begin to just feel and perform and embody it for myself. And so you may still be there. You probably will still be there, but I'm at that point just completely embodying this sexual power that is within me. And so that was a specific choice. And I'm very, very grateful for my director of photography, Ashley Valenzuela, who was so incredible and so just my amazing partner in crime, helping me getting my concept to light, getting my direction to light, and helping me incorporate that stylistic choice that I really, really wanted to portray. So thank you for actually saying that, because that was very specific. That was a very specific choice.
I love it. Well, I thought so. Can I tell you what I thought it was?
Yeah.
Because I thought, I'm like, oh, she's daring me to stare at her. She's daring me to look at her, because you're so direct like that. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, like she thinks I want to look away. I'm not looking away. I took it personal. I was like, I am going to look at you. Yes.
I love that. I love that. Well, yeah, that's where my underlying concept goes into a little more specifics. I won't give away anything else, but I will say there are a lot of little surprises that do get shown within my piece. And I love your interpretation of my concept, because art is subjective. So it's really cool that you felt that, because I love that. I love that so much.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, here we go.
Don't mind my corgi cup.
And my champagne. Cheers, cheers.
Cheers.
Are there certain dance moves that empower you and your sexuality? Is there like a certain thing that you'll do that makes you feel good and sexy and empowered to be sexy?
Yes, absolutely, 1,000%. My main one that I love and that I use a lot, and you will see a lot in my dance piece, is I love flipping my hair. I whip my hair back and forth. I do a lot of hairography is what I call it. I do a lot of hair whipping and moving of the hair, whether it's short or long. I feel like there's just such a raw, almost aggressive, but in a very playful way when you incorporate your hair in your movement. And that's a big one for me that I love to do, but also my second one, that's my favorite as well. You will see a lot of, excuse my French, but you will see a lot of ass in my piece. There's a lot of booty. I love incorporating movement that showcases my curves. Even though I'm a petite woman, I'm very loving of my curves in my body, and I love to show it off. And my booty is definitely something I love to show off. So you'll see a lot of that.
We are okay with that. We applaud your booty. Yes. Yes, you go for it.
Thank you.
Okay. You know, you have your headphones on because I was going to ask you to show if you could show us.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Some of the hairography.
Oh, I thought you meant my butt.
Or bootyography, hairography or bootyography.
You're not gonna hear anything, but yes, absolutely. Okay. Give me a second. Sure. Okay.
We can still hear you. So.
I wasn't prepared for that. But okay, here we go. My hair is up, but all right, here we go. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Oh, I just like applauded.
Sorry, Mom.
Thanking you. I just know what happened.
Sorry, Mom.
Oh gosh, that's
okay. Awesome. She'll be proud of me. It's okay.
Of course. Yes.
She gave me my butt after all.
Exactly. Right. Oh, that was so cute. Okay. Okay, so I have another question. Okay. And by the way, if there is anyone that wants to ask us a question on Facebook or where are we? There are some comments here. But if there's on Facebook or Twitch or YouTube, anyways, if you have questions, you want to comment, please do so. And somehow it'll magically appear here, I think. Okay, so the question I have for you is, were you truly able to express your wildest fantasy in your dance video?
Yeah. That was an easy question. Yeah, 1,000%. Like I said, my concept was, I kept it kind of simple, at least for me, for a reason in terms of what I wanted to showcase. And I feel like I executed that. And it's my directorial debut. It's my first time producing a dance film piece. So I really made it as cinematic as I could for a very specific reason. And I'm, because simply I did want to showcase that, your empowerment, what you can show or not show is it's bigger. It's bigger than just your little, your little computer screen. It's bigger than that. It can be cinematic and you can feel like a movie star when you move in your space and in your body. And I really wanted to show that. So I feel like I did, but I also, part of me is, still, once it shows, once it releases in the festival and everyone sees it, then I'll know if it was executed well. But even if not, I'm just very grateful I had the opportunity to try something different. And this being my first solo choreography piece that I'm sharing to everyone is really special. So I'm just endlessly grateful and feel just on cloud nine that I was able to do that and showcase it on an amazing platform like Bliss Dance Festival. And I feel like I couldn't have asked for a better result, I feel, for my first time, especially. So I'm happy with it.
Yes. And this is, exactly why we have this festival, is so that we can go places that we haven't been before. And a lot of times that is our sexuality and definitely our wildest fantasies.
Yes.
Yeah. And I mean, BDF we're here to celebrate, we're here to party and celebrate our sex. And at the same time, I mean, it is a serious topic. It's a very serious topic that we need to make more visible and talk about more and everything, and to embody all of that, to embody our sexual fantasies through dance is, a lot of times in the dance world, it's not so, that's not applauded necessarily in the dance world as far as like performance dance. But
1,000%.
I think I say, hell yeah. I say yes to it. I say that we need to be whole people and whole women and stop pushing us down. We cannot be held down. We are going to celebrate and we're going to be who we are. And we are all somewhat, somehow in our own way, sexual beings, whatever that means. Right?
Yes.
Yes. Yay. Oh, I have another question, and I just thought of it at the top of my head.
Okay.
So will you be attending any of the workshops? Do you know about the workshops?
I do. I would love to. I definitely, there were quite a few that I was really intrigued by, and but the chair one is like, that one was the chair choreo, because like I said, I teach burlesque. I actually just taught a burlesque class right before this, and I utilize chair choreography a lot within my classes. And as I said, I'm, as much as I'm a teacher and a choreographer, that's so weird to say now, but as much as I am there's elements to me as a dancer, I also, I am a student. As I'm going to beat that dead horse here a little, but I'm a student and I love other teachers / choreographers, movement, perspective, training. I want to add more to my tool, to my tool belt. So I really am excited for that one. I really cannot wait for that one. So that one was definitely,
oh yes,
yes, I want that one.
And it's Laura. She teaches the sexy chair dance. She's excellent. She's so much fun and super welcoming, warm. She is she's got that Latina flair to her that she always brings it. She always brings it. So you're gonna enjoy that class for sure.
Yeah,
Irene.
I'm sure I will.
Yeah. Are there any last things that you want to say to our viewers, to our BDF folks?
Oh, yeah, sure. I guess I will say thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for supporting local artists and other artists in between who are a part of this amazing event and festival. As someone who really wants to showcase freedom in my sexuality, there's also so much pain that we try to release, I feel, as female identifying choreographers and as a whole. So I hope that you feel that with my piece, and I hope it shines a light in many ways to others, as you said, that the community and every other artistic community and every other community in between has these really difficult struggles of internalized misogyny, of rape culture, of sexual trauma. And it isn't, it isn't just singularly with women or female identifying individuals, but it is a very large percentage. And when we don't talk about it, it continues. And it's a personal, it's a personal thing for me, but it's also, I think I'm not special in that regard. And so if I can just shine a light on that, to please check in with your community, have these discussions, talk about consent, talk about what you can do as an ally to make sure that your communities are safe, are protected, are working on being better, whether that means a general statement within the community that predatory behavior will not be tolerated, or if that means if a survivor tells you this perpetrator is involved and still going to events and still teaching, to take that seriously, in whatever fashion that means. I just want to say, as I said, one more time, please do talk and check in with your community.
Thank you so much. Yuliya, you are so amazing. I just love talking to you. I mean, for those of you who don't know, when we had our tech rehearsal, we got really we got emotional. I mean, it was just so much fun is not even the word I'm using, fun, but it was touching. It was touching,
Yes.
and I really enjoy I enjoy getting to know you. So this is also one of the perks of being the director and getting to interview the choreographers is I get to know you. So that's really great. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. As I said, I'm so honored to be here. I'm so honored to be interviewed by you and to be chosen. And to all of the viewers, thank you for watching.
We're cutting out.
Very grateful.
We're cutting out just a little. That's okay, because we are at the end of this.
Okay.
And I want to say thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. We are so happy to share all the intimate details with our Bliss friends and family. Don't forget to register for Bliss Dance Festival. We are open for registration right now on Eventbrite. The action is happening on August 6th and 7th with Yuliya. Thank you. Good night and sweet dreams.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.